What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this installment of Renegades Reviews. I am the Renegade J.J. Williams, here to bring you yet another one of my movie reviews. This is yet another movie that can currently be found in theaters at the local Cineplex. This is the newest version of Fant4stic 4, starring Miles Teller as Reed Richards, Michael B. Jordan as Johnny Storm, Kate Mara as Sue Storm, Jamie Bell as Ben Grimm, and Tony Kibble as Dr. Doom. I don't need to give you the synopsis on this one because you know basically the Fant4stic 4 story. The biggest difference in this one is that instead of them going on like a spaceship, they teleported to an alternate universe, which is what gave them their powers. So I'm going to go right into my thoughts. I thought this movie was just okay. In my opinion, this version wasn't as good as the 2005 version with Jessica Alba and Chris Evans, Michael Chiklis in them. However, it was better than the 2007 sequel, The Rise of the Silver Surfer, so I'd put it like right in the middle there. I didn't like the teleportation aspect of the story, quite honestly. I thought that it took away from the general origin story. And I didn't like the fact that Sue wasn't in the initial accident that gave them their powers, because the teleportation pod only had 4 spots. So the men teleported: Reed, Johnny, Ben, and Victor. Sue was still at the lab, didn't even know they had gone at first, until once she figured out that they were gone, she was manning the controls in the lab. And when they teleported back, there was this big kind of boom in the lab. And somehow she got her powers from the boom, not from being on the planet. I thought that was kind of silly. It was like, if there was only going to be the 4 of them going, then it should have been no Victor and Sue in the teleportation. Just my thought. They made the Thing too big for my liking. They almost made him Hulk size. Whereas in all the other installments of the Fant4stic 4, the Thing was comparable to the size of the other members of the team. Thankfully, this movie isn't part of the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so it doesn't take away from any of the other big movies that have been coming out recently. This is kind of standalone in that aspect. At this point, I don't think we need another Fant4stic 4 movie, and if we do get one, it needs to not focus on the love story between Reed and Sue, which that was the main part of the second movie, The Rise of the Silver Surfer, aside from obviously the Silver Surfer and Galactus aspects. It was all about the Reed-Sue wedding. If we get another Fant4stic 4 movie, they need to not focus on the love story between Reed and Sue. And if this movie gets completely dismissed and another reboot is done, they need to just skip the origin, all the story altogether. Because we already know at this point how they get their powers. You know, it's like Spider-Man. You know, they did the Tobey Maguire series. And they did the Andrew Garfield 2. And now they're going to reboot it with him in the MCU. We can skip the origin story. We know Peter's a nerd in high school, gets bit by a radioactive spider, becomes Spider-Man. Okay, done. Let's move on. Fant4stic 4. We know there are 4 scientists who go on an expedition to space and something goes wrong and they get their powers. We get it. Move on now. What did you guys think of the new Fant4stic 4? A lot of people are panning it. I saw one review that said that this movie gets an F+. The people I went to see this movie with enjoyed it a little bit more than I did. What did you guys think? Have you seen it yet? Is it on your radar? Is it something you're going to go see? Let me know. Give me your thoughts in the comment box. Request movies that you want me to review in the comment box, whether they're current releases, Netflix, Redbox, you know the drill. Tweet them to me at ROWJJ Williams. You want a copy of my movie list? Tweet me at ROWJJWilliams and I'll send it out to you. And I will be back tomorrow with yet another movie review here on the Casa D18 Studios channel.